Hello friends, welcome to today's Sunday special. নমস্কার বন্ধুরা, আজকে সানডে স্পেশালে আপনাদেরকে স্বাগত জানাই। But one important point here is that as in my previous videos, I always perform the trick before I explain, but in this case, there is an exception. I'm not going to perform this effect for you, rather, I'll just tell you what the audience is going to see. The reason behind this is that at least 6 to 7 spectators should be present. It is a very interactive magic, and in the studio there is nobody here. আমার অন্যান্য সব ভিডিওতে আমি প্রথমে ম্যাজিকটি করে দেখিয়েছি বা এক্সপ্লেন করবার আগে আমি পারফর্ম করে দেখিয়েছি, কিন্তু এক্ষেত্রে আমি পারফর্ম করে দেখাবো না। তার প্রধান কারণ হচ্ছে এই এফেক্টেতে মিনিমাম 6 জন দর্শকের দরকার হয় এবং আমার স্টুডিওতে একজনও দর্শক নেই। But before I do so, I'd like to request you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, press the like button if you like my videos, share it with your friends, and please do comment. আমার চ্যানেলটি দয়া করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন, লাইক করুন, শেয়ার করুন বন্ধুদের সাথে এবং কমেন্ট করে জানান আমার চ্যানেলের ভিডিওগুলি আপনাদের কেমন লাগছে। So, without further ado, let us begin with the effect. On the table, they see that there are 5 pieces of blank paper, and you are holding a blank paper which is blank on both sides. Now, there is an ashtray. I'm using a glass bowl. There is a glass against which is leaning an empty envelope. There is nothing inside. Now you explain that out of these 5 pieces of blank paper, they are going to write names of some known persons. On these four of the spectators, preferably sitting in the front row, they are going to write the names of someone whom they know and who are alive. But in the 5th one, this is handed over to a spectator who is sitting at the back. He writes the name of a person who is no more alive. Now, this is the thing. Initially, what you do is that you show this blank piece of paper. It is blank on both sides. Then fold it and then put it inside this empty envelope. এই খালি এনভেলপের মধ্যে এইটাকে ঢুকিয়ে দেওয়া হচ্ছে। Now you put it inside this envelope and then place it over here. Now you hand these 4 pieces of paper to 4 spectators to write the names of some 4 persons who are still alive, and hand this over to a person who is sitting in the back row for the name of someone who is dead. Houdini. So that we can remember the name, but it should be a known person. So Houdini's name is given here, and these are written with other names, right? Now what you do after you get back all the papers, you collect them all together in this manner. In this manner you collect them all together, and then you use a lighter. And burn them one at a time in the ashtray. I'm not going to use fire here. They burn them one at a time in the ashtray. Now, when all the papers are consumed in fire, যখন আগুন ধরিয়ে দিচ্ছেন সব কটা পেপারকে এবং প্রত্যেকটা জ্বলে যাচ্ছে, you take this envelope and wave it on the smoke like this, and then what happens? All the papers are consumed into ashes, converted into ashes, and you have no idea as to what names they have given, what names they have written. আপনার কোনো আইডিয়া নেই তারা কি নাম লিখেছে, especially the person who has written the name of the dead person. যে মারা গেছে তার নাম যেটা লেখা হয়েছে সেই নামটাও আপনি জানেন না. So what you do, you just open this envelope and then what you do, you just take it out and show that the blank paper is no more a blank paper. Now it is written with the name of the dead man, in this case Houdini. Now let us get straight into the secret of this effect. To do this effect, you need actually 6 pieces of paper. These are all blank papers, and here I have written the names myself, but actually it is written by the spectators. Actually, you don't need to know what names they have written, but what is important to you, আপনার কাছে যেটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট হচ্ছে সেটা হচ্ছে who has written the name of the dead person. Now it is very important, a little bit of audience management is required. এই ভিডিওটা স্কিপ না করে দেখবেন, কারণ এটার অডিয়েন্স ম্যানেজমেন্টটা যে কি সেটা আমি আপনাদেরকে এক্সপ্লেন করে দেব. প্লিজ ডোন্ট স্কিপ দ্য ভিডিও, আদারওয়াইজ ইউ উইল নট আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড how to manage your audience. Now these 4 pieces of papers we are handed over to 4 spectators who are sitting in the front row, but the last piece is given to a spectator who is sitting at the back row. So he writes the name of a dead man, in this case Houdini. Now all the papers are pre-folded. They have to follow the folds and fold them in this manner. Now beforehand, what you do, you show a blank piece of paper to everybody. It is blank on both sides, and the envelope is also blank, and there is nothing inside the envelope. Now what you have to do is, you say that I have a blank piece of paper and I'm going to place it inside this envelope. So saying, as you place it inside the envelope, you just finger palm it. See, what I'm doing is finger palming it. Now it is here. I'll show you from the back. As I'm just placing it here, I'm just finger palming it, and it is now in my hand. Nothing is inside the envelope. So from the front it looks like this. You show the blank piece of paper, fold it, and then place it inside the envelope and finger palm it. Now it is here. You fold the flap and lean it against a glass. Finger palm করে নিন এবং এনভেলপটাকে গ্লাসের এগেনস্টে হেলান দিয়ে রাখুন. এটাও কিন্তু empty. Now these 4 pieces of paper are handed over to 4 spectators in the front row. They are writing the names of some person whom they know and who are alive. You hand this over to the 5th person who is sitting at the back row. There is a reason for it. এটা আপনি পেছনের দিকে বসে আছে এমন একজনকে দিন এবং বলুন যে একজন মারা গেছে তার নাম লিখতে, আর এরা লিখছে যারা জীবিত আছে তাদের নাম. Now after he writes his name, this is also folded like this. Now keep it here towards the left. Now all these papers are returned to you, all these are gathered together, but this one with the name of the dead person, মারা গেছে যার সেই কাগজটা আপনি বাঁ দিকে রাখুন. Now what you do is collect all the papers, and as you do so, you add this paper, that is the blank paper, with these papers, and finger palm this one, that is with the name of the dead person. So it is there. So you collect it all together, and at the same time I'm finger palming it. See, I have finger palming the dead man's paper. I mean, it is finger palmed over here, and the original blank paper that you have been finger palming so long, এতক্ষণ যে finger palm করে রেখেছেন, you add it to them. Therefore, the number of papers remains same, 5 in number. Now what you do, you take a lighter and light one at a time, all the papers, one at a time, and drop them in the ashtray. All these are burnt. Now there will be a fire. Now here is a word of caution. If you are a child performer, or if you are an inexperienced performer, or if you are performing in a place where fire is not allowed, you should not light them with fire. যদি আপনার কোনো এক্সপিরিয়েন্স না থাকে ম্যাজিকের, বা আপনি যদি ছোট মানে অল্প বয়সী ম্যাজিশিয়ান হন, অ্যাডাল্ট ম্যাজিশিয়ান না হন, তাহলে পরে আগুন ব্যবহার করবেন না, ইট উইল বি রিস্কি। বা যেখানে আগুন ব্যবহার করার পারমিশন নেই সেখানে আগুন ব্যবহার করবেন না। ইনস্টেড হোয়াট ইউ ক্যান ডু ইজ you can tear them into bits of pieces, small pieces of paper, and then drop them in the ashtray. Don't use fire. Now, let us assume that there is a big fire and you take this envelope, which is actually empty, you wave it on the smoke like this, and then open the envelope showing this hand empty. You just open it and act as if you're taking out something, that piece of paper from inside. You can even show like this, not like this, but in this way people will think that you are showing there is a piece of paper inside, but actually there is nothing. That is the reason why you are not showing completely inside. You are showing like this, and then you just act as if you are dropping the piece of paper here. So the timing should be correct. So you do it like this and expose the paper. Remember, this is the same paper written by the fifth person who is sitting in the back. Now as you open this piece of paper, you say that one name has been printed over here. It is the spirit of this person who has written the name himself. See, here it is written Houdini. Now what will happen if the person who has written the name of the dead person sitting in front of you, he will immediately see this paper and immediately understand that this is his handwriting. যদি যে নামটা মৃত ব্যক্তির নাম লিখেছে সে যদি সামনে বসে থাকে, তাহলে সে এই পেপারটা দেখলেই বুঝতে পারবে এটা তার নিজের হাতের লেখা। That is the reason why this, the person who is writing the name of a dead person should be sitting at the back. এবং সেখান থেকে সে দেখতে পারবে না এবং বুঝতে পারবে না এটা তারই নিজের হাতের লেখা না অন্য কোনো হাতের লেখা। So the person who is sitting at the back will not be able to see it clearly, and he will not understand it is the same handwriting of his. It is his own handwriting. He will not understand. So you can show it to the people who is sitting in the front row, and everybody will be amazed to see that a name of the dead person is somehow magically written on the blank paper. So that is the effect, that is the climax. I hope you have liked this magic, you have liked this spirit effect, and if you have liked it, I just deserve a thumbs up from you, and see you next time in the next video. পরের ভিডিওতে আবার আপনাদের সঙ্গে দেখা হচ্ছে। Till then, bye bye, ভালো থাকবেন, bye bye.